Hi everyone, I'm Cheryl and welcome to the Sewing Room channel. Isn't this basket pretty? You can make these baskets for any room in your house. You can use them in your bathroom to put towels in, toilet paper in, put your yarn in it, fabric scraps, whatever you want to use it for. Now this one is a larger basket. It's 12 inches high. That's because I had a lot of yarn to put in it. And it's got a bottom diameter of about 10 inches. So whatever, you can make this any size you want. So decide how big you want the bottom, add a ½ inch to that, and then cut out your template for the bottom. Now all of the supplies and all of the cutting instructions are listed below your YouTube screen. So now I'm going to demonstrate how to make your circle template. The first step is to cut out your fabric for the bottom. So we're going to make a circle template. You're going to need a piece of paper that's about 10 inches square. Fold the paper in half once and then fold it again. And try to make sure your edges are even. Now I'm taking a ruler here and I've put this little note where my 4 1/4 inch line is. I'm going to take that 4 1/4 inch line and place it right in the corner up here. So put it in there and then take a pencil or a pen and you're going to put a mark there and then move it a little bit, keeping your 4 1/4 inch line there and mark, and then move again and mark, and continue doing that all the way around. Now you're going to cut it right on those drawn lines. Now unfold it and you have your circle. Now the diameter of this circle is 8½ inches. Take one layer of your lining fabric and the fabric for the outside. Place them on top of each other. Place your circle pattern on top, and I just put weights on it, or you could pin it. You have a choice of either drawing around and then cutting your fabric, or if you're like me, I'm just going to cut right around my template. Now take your strips of your A and your B fabric. You're going to bring front sides together. And then you're going to stitch a 1/4 inch seam along the full length of those strips. Then press your seam at your ironing board along the full length and then unfold. Make sure your darkest fabric is on top, and you're going to press this seam on top, slightly pushing against the seam to force that seam going towards your darkest fabric. In order to keep this round basket stiff, I'm adding interfacing to all of the pieces. That means your lining and the fabric for the outside. Now on your pieces, you will notice, like here is my fabric for the lining. When I cut the interfacing, I've cut it a little narrower and a little shorter, about a ½ inch. Because I want to keep as much out of the seams as possible. It's going to be easier to stitch the bottom to the sides if you do that. So follow package instructions for fusing it on. After your interfacing is fused on all your pieces, you're going to stitch your side section of the lining to the circle piece, and you're going to stitch the side section of the outside of the basket to the circle piece. And the method you use is exactly the same for both. So take a close look right here in this corner of my fabric. I have a little mark. That's a 1/4 inch mark from this edge over. That's really important. So do that, mark that. And then I'm going to go in about another 1.5 inches, and that's where I'm going to actually start stitching. Now I recommend that you do not pin this together because it's going to get really difficult with all those pins in the way. You're going to poke yourself. I found it's easier to stitch a little bit and adjust the fabric. So go ahead and back stitch here and begin to stitch all the way around. Once you get, just maybe a couple of inches or so from to where you started, you're going to see this 1/4 inch mark. I talked about that. That's real important you did that. Take the other corner and overlap the fabric. And then where you see this 1/4 inch mark here, you're going to mark the same thing over here. Now, I always cut my fabric a little bit longer than I need because I've made many baskets over the years, and every now and then if I've cut it too short, I have to start all over. So it's okay if there's a little bit of fabric left over. So this mark that I put right there is about 7/8 from this raw edge. So what I'm going to do is put my ruler, the 7/8 inch line, on the raw edge and go ahead and use your rotary cutter to trim it off. Now you're going to bring the two side edges together and place pins to hold it. And then stitch a 1/4 inch seam all along there. I then recommend that you press the seam open. I just slip this basket over the end of my ironing board and press as far down as I can. You might have to finger press in here just a little bit. Then go ahead, line your fabric back up and finish stitching around there. Now I like using small scissors for this next step, and I'm just going to do little clips going up to the stitch line, but make sure you don't cut through your stitch line, and do that all the way around. This next step is purely optional on your part. I used cardboard, and I'm going to insert this in the bottom of the basket between the fabric on the outside and the lining. You don't have to use cardboard. I understand if you go to Dollar Tree, you can find plastic sheets, so if you prefer to do that, but cut, whatever you use, cut an 8-inch diameter circle. Now place it inside and push it all the way down. You're going to insert the lining inside now, so you're going to match up your seams that's on your fabric for the outside and the lining, and then push it down inside and take your time lining everything up. Now you're going to take your lining fabric and you're going to fold it down about 3/8 of an inch or so, and then fold it again to where it goes over the top edge of your outside fabric. And then to finish off the basket, you're going to stitch close to this folded edge all the way around. Now remember, this particular one I did here is larger. So remember, if you want a larger or smaller basket, it all depends on the diameter. So if you want a 12-inch diameter at the bottom, you need to cut a 12.5-inch circle to make your template. And then make sure you cut your fabric long enough. So that's the same process whether you make a small one, a medium one, or a large one. Well, I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial and that you learned something new. These are such fun storage baskets, and you can make them for any room in the house. If you're interested in other beginners sewing projects, my sewing tips of the week, and I have cross-stitch tips also, scroll down below your YouTube screen in the description section, click on Show More or the down arrow, and it will expand open and you will see a lot of links appearing. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram and check out my Facebook page. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time, and happy sewing. If you like the Sewing Room channel, one of the best ways to show your support is to subscribe by clicking on that red subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. And don't forget to click on share to share this video with your friends. And make sure you click on the bell so you receive notifications for all my new videos. I'm Cheryl, this is Manny, and this is Scotty. See you next time.